A peer review is a life skill, which in this case is a feedback given to an author that helps the author reach the author's goal without giving the author an answer. Many life skills exist, one of which is a peer review. A peer review is feedback that helps the author reach their goal without you giving them the answer or you doing the work for them. Let's look at an example of peer review. Here I created an assignment that says, post an introduction about yourself. Number your answers or scores 25%. Number 1 says, list the name you would like to be called for 5 points. Number 2 says, list the location, i.e. city and state, where you are mostly located for the majority of this course for 10 points. Number 3 says, list your major, intended major, or field for 5 points. Number 4 says, in one sentence, explain your hobbies for 10 points. Let's look at an example of work. I replied back to my own assignment. I wrote Dr. Montgomery, 2 period, A period. My field is astronomy and physics. And I wrote, a hobby is an activity done regularly during leisure. My hobbies, travel and fitness. Let's take a look at how well I did. First thing you should note, it says, number your answers. So one peer review could be replying back that you need to number your answers or your score is 25%. Number 1 says, list the name you'd like to be called. I did list my name. Although I don't have a number 1, we already have a peer review about not correctly numbering your answers or not numbering your answers. Number 2 says, list the location. Notice that I didn't list anything. So a peer review could be that number 2 is blank, and you're going to lose 10 points if you don't fill the answer in or answer the prompt. Number 3 says, list your major. Notice that I did not list my major. I instead wrote a sentence. So you could peer review and say, number 3 is supposed to be a list and not a sentence. Number 4 says, in one sentence. So let's focus on the keyword one here. A peer review could be that we have 2 sentences here. And the directions say to give only one sentence. Now let's focus on the word sentence. In a sentence, you have to have proper names with capitalizations. You have to have verbs. You have to have nouns. So proper spelling, proper grammar, all of these are valid peer reviews. Here I wrote, a hobby is an activity done regularly during leisure. My hobbies, travel and fitness. So my second sentence is not a sentence because I am missing a verb. So you could reply back and say, for a peer review, that the verb is missing out of the sentence. Notice I don't correct the author. I don't tell them the word are is missing out of the sentence. I'm not giving them the answer. I'm not telling them the answer. If I said put are between hobbies and travel, then so the sentence reads, my hobbies are travel and fitness, that would be not a peer review because I'm giving them the answer. The author would then just take what I said, are, put it into the sentence and then claim the sentence as their own, where in fact they didn't come up with that original thought by themselves. Notice that hobbies is not spelled correctly. You could tell the author that HOBBBBIIIIEEEES is not spelled correctly. I would not write HOBIES because then I would be giving the author the answer. I would be telling them how to spell it correctly. The author would just take what I wrote, plop it into the sentence, and then claim the sentence as their own. You want to give it feedback that'll help the author reach their goal, but not do the work for the author. Last thing to note is that the first sentence, a hobby is an activity done regularly during leisure. That is not an answer to the prompt. So you could reply back and say the first sentence does not answer the prompt. and to delete it.